Joining us from Washington is criminal profiler Pat Brown. Pat, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
From the details that we know so far, the fact that an unusual amount of blood was found in the home, does that tell you that these three people are likely alive or dead?
Well, it's not very good news. I mean, we obviously know one has been severely injured, and the simple fact that they're somewhere out there, but we don't know where, and this man is not telling us, leads me to believe something probably not too good has happened to them.
But wouldn't it be difficult to hide three bodies? I mean, no one has found a trace anywhere.
Yeah, this whole case is like an incredible mystery, and we don't know everything that the police know at this point. So there may be some pieces of evidence that I'm not aware of that would really lock this in. Mm-hmm. But they got their information through interviews. So how this was pointed to this particular man is going to be something we're going to find out. But one thing, I just cannot imagine how this man worked alone.
Right.
I mean, we're looking at this. A lot of people are saying, well, this guy wanted that 13-year-old girl. When you have a sex predator and he wants that teenage girl, she's usually walking down the street one day. He's watching her from a nearby house. She's home alone. He grabs her. Why would he go in there and take a 13-year-old girl when he knows everybody else is there as well? Because there were two cars parked in the driveway. So it doesn't make sense that was the entire motivation here, and he'd do this alone, taking four people with him. It's a little confusing. I think there might be somebody else involved.
Wouldn't it seem to you that this girl, this 13-year-old girl who was rescued, would be the key to finding out what happened to the other three?
You would certainly think so, as long as she had, at some point she had to have her eyes available. Unless she is so emotionally traumatized, she can't discuss anything at this point, but you would think she would have an idea of who was in that house and who took them and where they went and where the other three might be. So they're probably just not letting us know now what she's telling them.
Neighbors say that they knew that this suspect was odd. One was even so afraid of him, one mother, that she used to bring her kids inside whenever he was outside. It seems to me as though there were warning signs, but then again, being odd is not a crime. So is there anything that could have been done?
Oh, no, not really. I mean, there are many, many odd people out there, and there's certainly a lot of psychopaths living in our communities, and we say, God, that guy's just creepy. But he doesn't necessarily go out and kidnap and rape and murder people, so all we do is try to keep away from him because we don't want to be in his sphere. And
he did have a criminal record, but not as a pedophile, as an arsonist. Can you take me inside his mind?
Well, arson background simply means he does have a criminal mind. People don't usually set fires unless they've got some kind of personality disorder. So we often see that they'll commit that kind of crime. They'll commit some other kind of crime as well. They simply have no respect for the law, and they like taking advantage of people. So we really can't say that makes him the kind of guy who would do this particular crime. You can't link the two together.
All right, Pat Brown. Thank you so much, as always, for your insight,
Thanks.
Pat.